Choose any ATM of your convenience and stand a chance to win gold sovereigns. Lanka Pay.
මොකක්ද අපිට තියෙන බලපෑම කිව්වොත් දැන් 147ක තීරුවද අපිට
If this 44% tariff is imposed on Sri Lanka from the 9th of April, approximately 80% of our exports will be affected. Such a tariff would effectively reduce the competitiveness of our products. The US has asked us to propose ways to reduce our trade deficit with them. We are currently exploring the best strategies to address this issue, including the possibility of revising the existing tariff structure. We have appointed a committee and are conducting discussions on a daily basis. Proposals are being submitted, and we will inform you of the developments in due course. Before the 2nd of April, US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent revealed the existence of a group called the Dirty 15, countries with substantial trade deficits that are expected to face higher tariffs. Sri Lanka, however, is not among the Dirty 15.
Prior to this matter was announced to the global audience, a discussion based on a very senior delegation overlooking the region from the US who was visiting. We met in the ministry, we had quite good discussions in terms of the impending situation and to understand what type of an approach Sri Lanka could take, given the fact that even though we have a trade deficit from the perspective of US, the value of that trade deficit is not that significant compared to some of the other countries. And an approach was identified as to let's wait and see on the actual numbers that are coming. Then subsequent to the announcement was made, swiftly industry engagements were arranged, and as a result, the third step was an appointment of committee to discuss further, to have a strategy to deal with the way forward. A decision was made that Sri Lanka will reach out to a very high level, office level representation from the US administration to discuss the current situation. Virtual discussion was held for nearly an hour. Matters were explained at length, given specifically highlighting the fact that we are within the current IMF program, so revenue consolidation measures are taking place. What are the approaches that we need to take? They clarified based on the information that they have access to at that point in time. We will not have 44% plus 10%. It is 44%. They clarified to us. They mentioned it is an evolving situation. The final decisions, we have to wait and see on the 9th, depending on the way how it unfolds. We have to look at the approaches that other countries are taking also. So a next meeting is to be scheduled very soon with more details discussing towards specific outcomes, etc. We have suggested a date next Tuesday. We are awaiting confirmation from their side.
Sri Lanka දැනට වෙන රටවලට පනවන තීරුබදු අඩු කරන්න අවධානයක් යොමු කළා තියෙනවා.
අපේ රට පැත්තෙන් ගත්තාම මේ තීරු
When reviewing all our imports, generally a 20% tariff is applied across the board. Even if we reduce it to zero, it would not significantly increase US imports to Sri Lanka. However, since we are currently under an IMF program, any reduction in tax revenue must be first discussed with the IMF. We believe it will not be an issue. Furthermore, beyond tariff reductions, we are open to increasing our imports from the US or pursuing public investments as suggested during bilateral discussions to reduce the trade deficit.
ඒගොල්ලෝ සඳහන් කරලා තියෙන විදිහට මේ දුයි පාර්ශ්වයේ සාකච්ඡා වලට මැදිහත් වෙන්න සූදානමින් ඉන්නවා.
දැන් හදිසියේවත් අපිට අවාසනාවකට negotiations වලට යන්න බැරි වුණොතින් මොකක් හරි backup plan එකක් තියෙනවද අපිට?
උදේසෝද සාකච්ඡා මට්ටමේදී අපේ
We are confident that we can reach a decision through these discussions. The US has no geopolitical tensions with Sri Lanka, so we are approaching this positively. If negotiations fail and we cannot compete with the US, we will explore alternative options such as seeking new foreign markets and trade partnerships.
ඒ වගේම තවත් පාර්ශවකරුවන් කණ්ඩායම් සමග සාකච්ඡා කිරීම එවැනි දේවල් වලට යන්න පුළුවන්.
විපක්ෂ නායකවරයා සඳහන් කරා ඉන්දියාව අපෙන් ගන්න ඇඟලුම් මිලියන් 8කට ආසන්න ප්‍රමාණයක් ඒ හමුණු සාකච්ඡාවේදී ඉල්ලීමක් කරා කියලා ඊට වඩා වැඩි ප්‍රමාණයක් ගන්න කියලා. එහෙම සාකච්ඡාවක් වුණාද සහ අග්‍රාමාත්‍යවරයාගේ සංචාරය අතරතුරදී මේ ගැටලුවට විසඳුමක් රජයේ පාර්ශවයෙන් ඉන්දියාවෙන් ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා.
අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම මේ කාරණයක් අපි සාකච්ඡාවට බඳුන් කළා, ඉල්ලීමක් කළා. ඒ වගේම අපිට යහපත් ප්‍රතිචාරයක් ලැබුණා. ඒ පිළිබඳව සලකා බලනවා කියලා.